Hey guys, I'm Blaine.
And I'm Ito, and we're from Tiny Sparrow Marketing. We're coming to you from our home studio because we are following the stay-at-home, work-at-home order with everybody at this time. We're thinking about all of you guys, and we know how important it is for you to keep making and keep staying in front of your customers, because that's who's going to make it through this coronavirus pandemic. It's those that stay in front of their clients.
So we've created a checklist to help you make the best videos possible right from your home.
And you can actually find that checklist on our website, tinysparrowmarketing.com. All right, let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your camera ready. If you're fortunate enough to have a DSLR camera or a camcorder, great, set those things up. You already know about cameras, awesome. If not, I'm sure you've got a phone, and you've probably got a smartphone that records great quality video. In fact, we're recording this video on our smartphone. In spite of the fact that we have a lot of other cameras around, we wanted to show you just how great of a video you can make with the thing that's right in your pocket.
There are several things you need to do to make sure you're ready to hit the ground running. First of all, charge your batteries.
Charge your batteries and make sure you got enough memory in your phone and it's cleared off and you've got plenty of space. We've already recorded this video 3 times because I didn't have enough space.
Lesson learned. The other thing is you've got to make sure to put your camera at eye level. I know this very well, that when a camera is too low, I get a double chin. So we want to make sure nobody feels insecure in their video. So put it at eye level so you avoid any harsh lines or any weird shadows.
Now, since we're talking about smartphones and recording with our smartphones, the first thing that I want to tell you, and I hope this isn't overly obvious, but record in this position. Not up and down like this, even though this, it makes sense for our Instagram stories and TikTok. If we want to record things for YouTube and Facebook and our websites and LinkedIn, the best way to record is left to right. And you're going to want to put your camera at about arm's length. That's where it was designed to make you look best. They made these cameras for about that distance. So don't put it all the way across the room, right? And finally, record with your good camera facing you. I know it's so tempting to want to record and look at yourself while you're recording, but it just doesn't come off right and you're not going to connect with your customers. You need to look at them right through the lens, so make sure you're using your good camera and facing it towards you.
Another thing that we have done a lot for our clients is providing a second angle, because that kind of helps the video move along. So if you have an extra camera, hey, go ahead and set it up.
But for this video, we're going to do it with just one camera and one angle to show you what anybody should be able to do already. Audio is so important when it comes to video production. Good audio will make your video awesome. Bad audio will make people bail on it so fast. So if you have a microphone, get it out and plug it into your phone or your camera and use it. Get it as close to your mouth as possible so that you get the best sound possible.
I have actually just worked with a client who recorded some video for one of her videos with me, and she just followed that same rule of keeping your phone at arm's length, and her audio wasn't that bad because she had a pretty decent phone. But if you don't trust your phone's microphone that much, hey, guess what? We all probably have like a spare phone in our drawers just collecting dust. Set that up right close to you and record so that you're closer to the source, and also that you'll be able to capture some decent quality instead of something that sounds distant.
And then after it's all done, when you send your files to your editor, they can put it together in post for you.
And here's a pro tip. While Blaine was talking, did you hear some noise start to come on? Some crackling? That's our AC unit. Make sure your AC unit is off, because as an editor, you cannot take it out. It is really, really hard to take it out of the audio format, out of the audio, and it's just really distracting. But the next thing we're going to talk about is lighting. And this is where you can kick up the production value of your video. And you don't have to have those mega lights that you see on the behind the scenes of studios where movies and TV shows are made.
In fact, a great place to start is right next to the window in your own house. Film during the daytime and capture some of that light that's coming in through the window. It's better if it's a little bit of a cloudy day, and make sure that you're filming in the same direction that the light is going. Never film towards a window.
The goal here is soft light. We don't want harsh shadows on your face, and we don't want any of that glare that can pop up on your face either, because you just have lights everywhere. We don't want to overexpose your video either, and that's just going to make a nightmare for your editor if you are using one.
So we told you don't have to have professional lights, but you do need to use something. I'm sure you've got some lamps, maybe shop lights, even flashlights around your house. Now, the way that we're going to be able to use these lights in a professional manner is through something called diffusion. Diffusion takes direct, harsh light that's prone to create shadows and glare spots, and it makes it soft, just like Ito said, and it makes you look better. And this is a diffuser that came off of one of our lights here in the studio, but you can also use things like parchment paper.
My favorite.
You can use a white shower curtain, a white pillowcase, basically anything that's going to allow light to pass through and soften it up. It will help your videos to look so much better.
And a disclaimer here, we know there's lights out there that can get really hot, and if you put a material on there that could be flammable or it could melt, you don't want to do that. So just be very, very careful on what you choose to set up and how you choose to put it in your studio.
And one last thing. I know LEDs are becoming popular, and they're everywhere. They're great lights. In fact, we're using a lot of LEDs right now. But check your LEDs, especially if they're not meant for video production, because they operate at a different frequency, and they can create flickering with your footage. The only way to know is to turn your camera on with your lights and then play it back and see if it's there or not. So.
And my last pro tip when you're trying to shoot videos with your phone is just have the lights also at eye level like you do your phone, because if you put a light that's too low or too high, you're just going to have weird angles and just weird casting on your face.
So with all that said, the best way to know is to set up your phone and just make sure you look good in your shot, and take the time and take the care to make the adjustments until you feel like you look good, and then you're good to go.
All right, so now we're getting into the juicy stuff. Getting ready. I know we've all been in our pajamas for a really, really long time, but this is your chance to get a little dolled up. Put on an outfit that you would wear to meet with your clients.
Guys, do your hair, shave your face, or trim your beard.
And ladies, put on some makeup. I think I've been without makeup for about a month. This is like the first time I put it on, and it feels pretty normal, so that's a great, great thing. Also, the next thing you got to prepare is your environment. We spent a lot of time cleaning up some Legos and artwork and crayons. Hopefully you don't have to go through so much work, but just try to make sure that your background looks professional and inviting so that your clients aren't distracted by it. We want to make sure the focus is on you and your message. And we don't want them to get distracted by something that's weird or out of place in your background.
All right, so we've got everything set up. We've got the light set up, the camera set up. We're ready to go. Wait, before you hit record, let's practice and run through our message before we do record it. This will go a long, long ways in making sure that you deliver it the best way possible. In fact, we've practiced this probably 5 or 6 times before we hit record, because you've got bugs to work out. You've got things that you want to say the best way or whatever, but once you've got your best take, bring the footage into an editor, and let's get rid of that first few seconds and that last few seconds that are kind of awkward. That moment when you're turning on the camera, when you're sitting down, or when you're done and you're turning the camera back off, and also any stumbles or misspeaks that you might have had along the way. Then you're basically ready to post your video.
Yes, you do have a basic video done. Gets the job done, right? But there's some magic that professional editing brings into your video projects that just takes it up a whole nother notch and really impresses clients and potential clients, and really just showcases you as a professional in your field. And the way we do that for our clients is through animation, logo reveals, or an introduction sequence. We also use music. We have a library that is not copyrighted. Also, if you're going to use music, make sure it is not copyrighted. But music really helps move your video along and keep your viewers engaged.
Can you imagine your favorite TV show without its intro, or your favorite movie without the music in it? It just would not be right. And it really is what takes good production up to the next level.
And I do need to mention text. Text is really big right now. I actually just came across a recent study from an advertising agency out in New York that said 85% of Facebook users watch videos without audio. So you need text to not only drive home your message, make your call to action clear, or give bullet points to what you're trying to accomplish, but you've also got to make sure you have closed captioning as well.
And at that point, make sure that your call to action is ready to go. And by that, I mean if you're asking them to come to your website, make sure your website's up and running. If you need them to fill out a form, make sure the form is there, that the links aren't broken, that it's ready to rock and roll. So when you post your video, your call to action is ready to go at the same time.
All right, guys, that's it. We tried to help you virtually so that you can make videos at home during our stay-at-home order that we're all under right now.
And we've run through the checklist, and hopefully it made sense to you. But if some of it went over your head or has you feeling a little overwhelmed, don't worry, don't fret, don't feel discouraged. That's okay. There are plenty of people out there who can help you to take your video to the next level.
You just need to get out of your comfort zone and hit record. Because again, the people and the businesses, the entrepreneurs that are gonna make it past through this coronavirus pandemic are those that keep creating and keep marketing.
If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us on Facebook Messenger, by email, or through our website. We'd be happy to clarify anything or to help you with anything. And if you need help with coaching or knowing how to make videos, or you even need help with editing, we have a lot of people who are coming to us for that right now, and we'd love to help you. All right, guys, that's it. That's it. That's
I'm
how you
Ito.
make a video. And I'm Blaine. We'll see you next time.
See ya.